So I have never made a mystery about how I feel about Mythinformed, or also known as the Mythicist Milwaukee people or the Better Discourse people. I believe that they started their conventions with honest intent. And over the past few years, they have fallen prey to the exact same problem that quite a few other YouTubers and political pundits have fallen prey to, which is they are following that which is going to get them attention and ultimately money and influence, and not necessarily hold true to the ideals that they had before. I fully believe that. I don't think that there is one iota left in their organization that is dedicated to truthfulness and expanding the capacity for better conversations with people. I say this because they overwhelmingly fill their conventions with propagandists who are well known for lying their fucking asses off. And it's even worse than that because they themselves lie their asses off. Mythinformed MKE, the Twitter account, is run by Brian Edwards, one of the guys behind the team. He's got me blocked on his personal, a sane skeptic. USB unplugged somewhere. But they have, for some reason, allowed Brian to completely shit up their Twitter account, and it's embarrassing. Very embarrassing. It's flooded with all sorts of conspiracy shit. He's trying to stoke the fears of paranoia about critical race theory and blah, 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 blah. And then he posted this. And this is why I'm even bothering to talk about it again. Like, I made a tweet thread about it, but it's not enough because this is actually dog shit. This is abhorrent fucking behavior. Albemarle County Public Schools put together a training video on how to teach kids to wear masks. One method is termed desensitization. Vote mask mandates out of schools. This is insane. So they're saying that this is insane, okay? Now, there's my tweet, but let's ignore that for a second. Let's see. I want to show you some of the absolutely ridiculous ones. That is psychotic. This is how groomers work, and these people are proud of it. Fuck that. Human object. It's a cult. Modern education is based on behavioral therapy, cognitive programming, in layman's terms, brainwashing. Get your kids out of public school now. This one says, how is this not the same as molestation? Manipulating kids to do things they don't want to do gradually and forcefully. Fucking creepy. Now, okay. So I want you to hear that before you actually even see this video, so you can understand what they're freaking the fuck out about. Okay? So now this is insane. Mask mandates out of schools. This is insane. This is what they have a fucking problem with. Okay? Watch this dog shit.
COVID-19 and the varying mask mandates, this skill of wearing a mask is ever more important in order for your child to be able to experience social, community, and educational settings. To reduce these aversions...
That's correct. Because we have these mandates, a child needs to learn how to wear a mask appropriately so that they can be able to participate. I mean, also, they also need to wear a mask because it's the right thing to do to try and help stop the spread of the pandemic. But this is about mask mandates and trying to teach kids how to wear their mask properly. So let's watch.
A procedure called desensitization can be used. In a desensitization, a child is exposed to a aversive stimulus for increasing amounts of duration or intensity.
Right. So in order for a kid, if a kid's having problems with wearing a mask, it's a program in order to get the kids comfortable wearing a mask. Has anybody found anything wrong with this yet? How this is insane? Is this insane? How is this insane? Well, let's keep watching. Maybe they clipped 53 seconds out of this video. So obviously something in here has to be insane, right? Right?
Here is a general procedure that can be individualized to your child to teach them how to tolerate wearing a mask. In this video, you'll see the student Luke and his therapist, Taylor, working on the desensitization procedure with him.
Okay, so there's this little boy, and he's with his therapist, and they're working on a desensitization procedure so that he can be more comfortable wearing a mask. Okay.
All right, Taylor, so we're going to take baseline. We'll start at step 1, which is just holding it within 1 foot of his face, and you'll say good and mark your data sheet with a plus.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Luke, time for mask. Good.
Awesome. We'll do
That was adorable. Super adorable.
that again, but 6 inches in front of his face.
Time for mask. Good, Luke.
Awesome. COVID-19.
And that's it. That's it. Okay. So, again, like, insane? How is this insane? What is insane about that? How in the world do people think that this is brainwashing? But even more so, like, there's no context to this whatsoever. Somebody edited out a section of a video so that they could show you this and say, this is insane. Now, does it seem a little off, maybe? Like, well, why does this little boy have a therapist, for one? And for two, like, does he really have that much of a problem with it? Well, as it turns out,
A lot of kids with autism have sensory aversions, and so the fact that it's restricting their breathing, it's touching their ears, it might be itchy.
a lot of kids with autism. How strange. How strange. You would think that if somebody is going to take the time to edit out a clip of a little boy learning how to wear a mask, they might mention that he's autistic and that he might need some support in wearing a mask. You might think that somebody who has even the barest shred of credibility would be willing to do that. Yet for some strange reason, Brian Edwards from Mythinformed, Milwaukee, decided not to do that. There's even more. Look, this is his father speaking.
They might attempt to use some challenging behaviors to kind of escape that sensory, that aversiveness. And so you can just kind of hit a roadblock as far as them wearing the mask.
Pause. Okay, time for mask.
Wait.
It's been a real challenge.
No.
It's been very, very hard for Luke to do.
As with most children with very pronounced autism, there can be some things that are very difficult for them to grasp. They might be overly sensitive to certain types of stimuli. And then them having a program in their school to help with that, like they do with tons of stuff in school, makes sense. Makes sense.
He does not does not do it very well, and even when we have to, he won't keep it on for very long right now. So it limits the ability to go out and go different places. With some of my other children who don't have the same kind of special needs, they're much more capable of wearing it.
Due to COVID-19,
Why in the world was none of this context added into the original complaint by the Mythinformed Milwaukee account? Why not? Why not? I don't understand this. This is insane. This is a school. This is a school. How in the world does this make any sense that this is insane? I'm sorry, but like, people like this jackass should absolutely not be controlling a branded account that is then going to potentially send a bunch of hate from a bunch of dumb shit anti-mask COVID conspiracy theorists at a fucking school that is doing its job to try and make sure that kids are going to be safe, make sure that autistic children have support. Why in the world is this chuckle fuck talking about this? Why is he taking it upon himself to try and make it a moral fucking crusade. This is insane. It's a little boy. You fucking idiot. What in the fuck is wrong with you? So desperate to try and get E-celebs like Jack Posobiec and Conceptual James to fucking jack you off and promote your shit fucking conference that you're gonna do crap like this. What kind of a fucking moron are you? And for all the other dudes out there that work with the Mythicist Milwaukee brand, you guys need to take Brian's access away from him. He is fucking your brand. He is making you all look like fucking morons. I don't understand how in the fuck you guys let this shit go on. And once again, just for good measure, fuck you, Brian. Fuck you, jackass.